Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, welcome back to the Platinum Edition map.
Oh, you got the truck Spud.
As you can see here, we have Country Gaming here, and Spud is also here as well. So Country Gaming is right over there, and Spud's right over there basically. We're just working on some potatoes field here. We're just testing this out to see how the system works, and from the time being basically, it seems to be working pretty well. So you guys were trying to work on, trying to get this conveyor belt system to work with automatically loading the cedar, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually it actually does work, like I was saying to Spud. This conveyor belt over here works, but the one thing we were trying to figure out is whether or not it would work from the building as well. So like this is one of the root crop storage buildings, and you can store them in here. And the silly thing is, you get the prompt over here for filling. Lower planter. So you get the prompt, but for some reason you can't fill your cedar from the building. I don't know why, so it's a bit of a shame though the planter doesn't work with the building though, but oh well.
So this this storage potato and sugar beet storage system with the inbuilt conveyor won't load the cedar.
No, unfortunately not. It might load another conveyor belt, mind you though. So here we go. Let's go zero this out. Shift this over just a smidgen. There we go.
Would you be able to put the conveyor belt
underneath the other conveyor belt? I was wondering about that actually, yeah.
Can always test it out and see.
Yeah, go for it. I'm just gonna start seeding this field here a little bit. What are we looking for? I'm looking for.
So do you want me to buy another conveyor belt or use the one that's in the storage shed?
Just try it with a small one. That might be tall enough to get into the cedar. I don't know. Potato planting equipment. Cedars. There we go.
So I'll just buy a separate small one.
Yeah, might as well get that one working. So leave it as is.
6 meters. Oh, it's 6 meters?
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I didn't want to go and, like,
Let's
move it.
increase that
in
just a
case it busted
smidge.
up or something.
There we go, 5.9. Good. Get into the tractor here. I've been following Grimmy on Instagram, and some of the posts they put on there are awesome. Like in terms of what equipment they have available to them it's pretty spectacular to see what they have, and like some of the setups they actually have on there too. It blows my mind. I'm just like, wow. Like, what was the last one I saw? There was like 2 like self-propelled Grimmy harvesters. And what else? It was 2 Grimmy self-propelled harvesters unloading into like a truck at the same time. It was pretty spectacular to see. Like, that is pretty cool in that context, because it's one of those things that you don't see very often, right? So, at least I don't. Maybe you guys do, but I definitely don't. So, all right. It's been a long time since I seeded potatoes. I'm not gonna lie to you guys here. Let's see here. Get to the edge of the field.
You got your Earl Grey tea, Spud?
I do.
Did you see someone in the comments suggested to get some Lady Grey tea? I don't know if that's actually a thing or not, but
Heard it.
it kind of.
Actually, yeah, you can get that over here.
Let's get lined up here.
You can also get different flavours too, like, strawberry and cinnamon and all that.
Well, yeah, in like Earl Grey, Lady Grey style tea.
Yeah.
Coffee break there, folks. Sorry. I don't know. Earl Grey's only ever been Earl Grey with the no flavors, but I guess Lady Grey is something different. So interesting little.
I've never had it though.
I remember at one time I made a whole pot of Earl Grey, and it's like, no, would you say it's strong tea? Strong tea there, Spud?
It's pretty perfumey, so yes.
Anyways, I made a whole pot of tea for myself, and I decided to drink it all in one sitting, and it was not. I was like, that's too much tea. Just flat out too much tea in the end. I'm like, I thought it was gonna be okay. No. I still like Earl Grey, but I don't drink a whole pot at a time now.
Same here.
That really applies to any tea, mind you, though. Like right now, the tea I tend to drink a lot of is peppermint tea when I have tea, and that can be just as bad in large quantities.
Tried it.
Same here. I haven't tried peppermint tea.
It's because you're an Earl Grey purist, I guess.
Pretty much.
Well, I'm normally just drinking plain old black tea.
Yeah, I don't know. My wife got me into some of the green teas and herbal teas that you can have sometimes. So like, when I didn't want to drink coffee every single day, in the middle of the day, I started with peppermint tea, which I still enjoy from time to time. And then I switched over just to like warm or hot water, which was nice actually. It was bizarre because it's just warm water, but when you're just sipping at it, it's nice. Whether if you're trying to drink it like a glass of cold water, it's not quite as enjoyable. But just for sipping, it's nice.
True.
All right, okay. We probably should be able to get this whole field done. Is this the big potato seeder, or is this the small one? I think this is the big one, isn't it? 6 meters. I forget how big my in-laws is, because they have one that's like this that doesn't fertilize, mind you, but it just drops the potatoes with the little cups that picks them up from the processing. I'll actually be around for that this year, which would be kind of neat. All right. So maybe what will happen is in the spring, depending on, because right now the way my job works is kind of slow, so I would probably have time to go over and help out. But come spring, it'll be busy at my work and also busy on the farm too. So we'll see how that works out. I don't know. The hours change during the spring as well. So like I think we're open until like 5 right now, and then in the spring we're open until 6 sort of thing. So. And it's like an hour drive for me, so by the time I get home it's like 7 o'clock sort of thing, so. But it's one of those things. Usually if anything's going to get done, it'll probably get done in the middle of the day as opposed to late at night. But, you know, never know. In a pinch, maybe. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Now, the funny thing is, we don't have any of this stuff at work, unfortunately. This is where my work is located. It's not a big potato or root crop area. Well, that's neat. You can see the little cups there dropping the potatoes. But if you go up to like I think it's Alliston, up that way where the Holland Marsh is, you see a lot more potato growers up there. Carrots, I believe, is big up there as well. What else is big up there? Onions, I think, as well. And you can actually see them harvesting and whatnot. I'm gonna skip a row here because I won't be able to get lined up straight if I don't. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. Like, I don't mind seeding potatoes in a small field like this, which is why this is a small field of potatoes. But if you do it in a big field, you just hire a worker and walk away. That's what I do, at least on bigger fields. Although you can get some. I'm pretty sure we have one seeder on the server that can do some of the bigger stuff. Let's see here. I think they're modded ones, mind you. Which one is it here? I want to say, where's that Condor? Does that do potatoes? No. This one does potatoes. So that was a modded one that does potatoes. It's like no-till and yada yada yada, but I don't know. We used it in the past. We can still use it now. We have it there. It was one of the very first one. One of the very first mods we actually put on the server, I think. I think it was Donald who suggested that one.
How does that look, guys?
Oh, for the potato seeder or conveyor belt? Alright, let me swing around and see if it works.
Are there any potatoes in it?
Yep, Spud dropped a couple 100,000, I don't know, 10,000 maybe in there. Alright, so we're going to try and test out this setup the Country Gaming put over there.
You might have to adjust it to see if you can get it to work or not.
Let's see if this is going to work here. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have any potato equipment at work. It's pretty rare. We do have a Big M, like I've mentioned before in the past. It's kind of neat, actually. I should see if I can get inside of that thing. Oh, you went from the front? I don't think you can get potatoes from the front. Or did you go from the front?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought that's where you wanted me to put it.
I don't. Well, can you load? Did it load potatoes from the back there like that? I don't think you can. I don't. Well, maybe you can. I have no idea. I haven't used this building very much for this specific purpose.
I've only used that building to offload and load potatoes and sugar beets with the trailer.
Doesn't seem to be picking up any potatoes. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be picking up any potatoes from this side. No. If it was able to pick up potatoes, it would be doing it already. Let's see if we can't... No. Alright. Let's move this tractor out of the way. And let's see. This is what I was thinking about here.
Yeah, can't see any potatoes going in there.
So what we're gonna try is gonna put it around back. So see if the fill trigger can recognize this. It's still not gonna be high enough for it, but unfortunately, but it could work. So the problem we're running into basically is that the other conveyor belts over there are getting pushed over. When you unload potatoes onto the ground, it like fills up underneath the potatoes, which is kind of weird. As opposed to on top of the conveyor belt, which is the problem we're running into right now, basically. So
you're trying to position it underneath the conveyor that's already built in.
Yeah, I just was curious whether it would actually work here or not. It's not picking up the trigger though. We're like directly underneath it, so I don't know why it's not. Yeah, maybe it just won't be able to pick it up at all. Because that's like underneath the trigger right there, so theoretically it should be able to pick up that there's something underneath it, but I guess it doesn't. I don't know, let's try it.
It's not registering.
Yeah, it seems to be the case. Just doesn't want to work the way I was hoping it would work. Let's see here. So let's fold this up and see if that makes a difference here. With all the potatoes in it already. Probably not, but we're gonna... Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna work that way. Alright. The next stage would be get an overloader style truck. Or a trailer. I don't know if we have any overloader style trailers that would work here. Let's see.
We have a normal overloader trailer.
But does it accept potatoes? This is what we're kind of dealing with.
I'm not sure. But
oh, there it is. Auger one.
Try.
No, that one doesn't take potatoes. What is that? Meat? That one doesn't take potatoes. This one's only sugar beets. Wow.
But would you be able to fill the seeder from the overloader?
It looks like all the overloaders we have, like the designated overloaders, don't have the capability of taking potatoes. I think there's a couple trailers that can do it, but I don't think we have any on the server right now. Let's see here. I don't know if you can do it from a trailer with a grain door. Might be possible. Yeah, I don't know. It might be possible. Not sure. Anyways, let's continue with the seeding here. There we go. Let's go right over here. Now the funny thing is, now that I brought up the lines, the triggers and whatnot. That's why my GPS lines have disappeared now. It's bizarre how that works that way, but it does. So It is what it is, basically. So, oh well, coffee break. 1 sec. I do love coffee. All right. And it's funny, now that I only drink coffee like, you know, twice a week, I enjoy it even more. Which is a funny thing, so. But we'll see what happens here. So that's the kind of the deal we're into right now. Like, when it comes to... let's try this actually. I want to skip a lane. Let's see how this works. That's kind of what we're into right now, just in terms of the way it's set up. Because they're just curious about saving some money and then filling up some of the potatoes. Let's see how this works out. It's not nearly as pretty. Oof, jeez. That's where the GPS turned. Doesn't quite work well with those small implements like that. No, I don't like it.
Is it
There we
picking
go.
it up, Spud?
Negative.
Yeah, there's only a few trailers that probably would be able to do that. I don't know. There might be a specific one with like a conveyor style system. Like there's one truck, I think it's in the mod hub, that allows you to. That's like a conveyor belt. I don't know how to try. Like it's like a V-shaped body with like a conveyor belt in the middle. It's meant for sugar beets and stuff like that. I just don't know if it can overload into like a seeder or something like that. Anyways.
Okay.
Anyways, folks, that'll be it for me for today. Good little test of the, good little planting of the potatoes. Goodness gracious, of the potatoes. We'll probably see some hills like this in the spring for me at least. At the in-laws farm at least. So, anyways, folks, that's it for me for today. Hope you enjoyed. My name's Iain Robson. If you like what you saw, I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more farm sim action. Catch you guys later.